to a Robin Banks Productions, baby.
Yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done. Move the sticks, first down. You better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it, fourth down, couldn't reach it, man, your squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the music, flip a coin, you still lost. Pay the cost to beat the bars, turn your motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done.
Yeah, you know what it is, baby. The Underground Sports Show. Your host, Filthy Rich. We live, baby, all the time. Yeah, it's the Underground. 412-407-2744. That's the call-in line, man. Call into the show. Talk your sports, talk your shit. Because you already know what it is, baby. How many times I got to say it? It's the motherfucking Underground Sports Show. Yes, sir. We are live with a hot one tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? NBA Finals. Everybody thought, hey, OKC, Indiana, that's boring. We had a motherfucking thriller, baby. I told y'all, man. You should have listened to the show the other day. I could have put you deep. You could have won some motherfucking money. I told you my boy Halliburton wasn't coming to motherfucking play. And I got a whole bunch of other shit for y'all, man. A whole bunch of NFL stuff, of course. You know how I get down, man. We gonna check it out. And we gonna do our thing. And I'm gonna let you know my opinion. You call into the show, show me yours, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hey, show me some love, you know what I mean? You got to show me some love, man. I've been showing y'all love all off season, man. Football season's coming back. Definitely got some football talk. There's some big news, ain't there? Right here in Pittsburgh with all the news. All right, man, let's get to it. Let's get to it. NBA Finals did not let us down, as I said already. Damn. They ain't want to believe in the Pacers, baby. Everybody said the Pacers going to get swept 4-1. I'm calling out names. James Jones, Shady McCoy. Who else was talking shit, man? I think I heard Shannon Sharp talking shit, too. These boys can't hang with these dudes. They can't hang with OKC. They won 68 games. Now, I had respect for OKC, but, bruh, Indiana done showed and proved all year they ain't scared of nobody. We with this underdog shit. And y'all seen what happened tonight, man. They hung in there. They was down by 11. Shit, they was down by way more than that for a minute, wasn't they? In the third quarter, they was down pretty big. It was about 16. And I'm like, shit, here we go. I'm wrong to the motherfucker for no. The Indiana Pacers that we seen all motherfucking playoffs against the Knicks, against Milwaukee, and definitely against Cleveland. They made up all types of excuses. Indiana ain't shit. Cleveland wasn't, Cleveland was injured. Knicks wasn't rotating they players right. You know what I mean? All the excuses, except for saying Indiana was just balling the fuck out. And Halliburton ain't scared of shit. Now, I told you on the last show, you can go back to the last show, I told you, if Indiana win this game right here, they gonna win the whole motherfucking thing. Now, I said I'm going for the Pacers. I got my Pacers as the underdogs. They got game one like I said they was gonna get game one. And let's see if I can finish the shit. They gonna do this whole motherfucking thing. So the score wound up being what? 110 to, what was it? 110, 111, 110? Or 109? But anyway, Sha had the ball at the end of the game and couldn't get her done. The MVP, 111, 110. Yeah, Shaq couldn't get it done at the end. Halliburton come down the court, looking like deja vu, and do it again. And do it again. So what can you say, man? What can you say? I'm telling you, Indiana might got this damn thing right here. I don't know why they was sleeping on these boys, talking about it might be a sweep, might be a gentleman's sweep. I'm telling you, I can show and prove it to you. If I find it on YouTube, I will show you all the big wigs talking shit on these boys like Indiana. They call the Indiana the worst. They call this one of the worst matchups in NBA history. Disrespectful. What we got in the chat? Hold on, let me open up my chat, man. Why is it acting funny? There we go. Indy might take this. What's up, LAB? What's good with you? Goddamn right they might take it. I told them 2 nights ago. And to move on real quick, because I'm done with that. You want to get back to it, we can get back to it later. But did you watch the hockey game I told you to watch last night? Now, I'm telling you what to do in this sports world, and you might want to pay attention. It ain't the underground for no reason, man. We know something that other people don't know around here. You know what I'm saying? And last night, I told you the hockey game was going to be epic. And it damn sure was. Overtime. I thought we was going to get an extra overtime, but Edmonton wound up scoring and make it 4-3 with 58 seconds left in overtime. They was banging all night up against the boards. Crazy goals scored. So don't be scared of no motherfucking hockey. I'm telling you. LAB said he's good. That's what's up, player. They beat the whole East. That's damn near. Yeah, you're right. They took out the whole goddamn East, which is obvious, but I know what you're saying when you say that. They took out the big dog. Then they took out everybody's favorite in New York. Shit, I was rooting for New York. But they took out New York. Got the coach fired and shit. That was fucked up. Thibodeau got fired for that shit. That was fucked up. But yeah. Hey, man. I should have watched that hockey game last night. So look out again, man. Edmonton won that game. There ain't been a Canadian hockey team to win the championship since 1993. The Florida Panthers are trying to repeat. Can Edmonton knock them off their crown and bring home the Stanley Cup to where it belongs in Canada in over 20-something shit. I was in high school in 1993. I couldn't believe that shit when I heard that shit. Couldn't believe it. Now, we're going to get to the big news, right? But let's pay some respect real quick. Let's pay some respect to a player I used to like and never seen him play, man. I'm telling you, I used to like this dude. My man Jim Marshall, R.I.P. to Jim Marshall. Jim Marshall passed away a couple of days ago. It was Tuesday. And me personally, I always remember Jim Marshall because I grew up watching NFL films. He was the dude that played for the Purple People Eaters who was crazy out there. Crazy. They would be way more popular if they would have actually won a Super Bowl. They went to 4 Super Bowls and lost every last one of them. Fran Tarkenton was the quarterback. Jim Marshall, Alan Page, Eller was out there. Chuck Foreman at running back. Yo, they was hard. Now I'm a young buck, so a young buck compared to that old. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna front like I seen it, but I was on that NFL films when I was young. That's why I know my football history. You know what I'm saying? And Jim Marshall was that dude. Jim Marshall was that dude, the original Iron Man in the NFL. Now we'll get to that in a minute. Why he was the original Iron Man in the NFL. But yeah, R.I.P. Jim Marshall died at the age of 87. Man, that's a good number, man. If I hit 87, I'll be damn happy. But yeah, I remember him from NFL film so much because he picked up that fumble and ran the wrong motherfucking way. And Jim Marshall was a hell of a player, but he was famous, infamous for the scoop and score for the wrong team. Shit was funny as hell. They was always talking about that on NFL fans. But yeah, let's get to the story, man. My man Jim Marshall, longtime Minnesota Viking defensive end Jim Marshall, who for decades held the NFL record for most consecutive games played, died Tuesday after a long hospitalization. According to the team, he was 87 years old. Marshall joined the Vikings in their inaugural season, that's what's up, in 1961 and played in every game thereafter. Beast mode, yo. His record was 282 consecutive games played. All right, 270 is a Viking. So what? He played 12 games for another team. One more season after that. That's what it sounds like. Which he established upon retiring in 1979. See, I was born in 1977. Stood until quarterback Brett Favre broke it, while also in the Vikings uniform in 2009. Marshall attended the Vikings practice that season to congratulate Favre and said, "At the time, I told him I admired his career and was really happy that he was the one that is breaking the record." Marshall gained permanent place in NFL film's lore in 1964 when he returned a fumble for the wrong way against the San Francisco 49ers, celebrating what he thought was a touchdown, but instead was a safety. But his career accomplishments far outweighed that gaffe. Like I said, man, he was known for that shit, man. But yeah, Marshall's remains the NFL career record holder, now tied with Jason Taylor for opponent fumbles recovered with 29. He was a Viking captain for 14 seasons. Although sacks did not become an official statistic until 1982, a research project coordinated by Pro Football Reference credited him with 130 and a half sacks, which would tie him for number 22 in NFL history. Two other Purple People Eaters ranked ahead of him, Alan Page in 8th and Carl Eller is tied for 8th. Alan Page had 145 and a half. Oh, sorry. Carl Eller had 133. Is tied for 18th. All right. So yeah, man. Hey, that was his career in a nutshell. All right, Pittsburgh Big Dog. What's up? Salute to you, big bro. OKC with a major choke job. Yeah, you gotta call it that at the crib. You know how that crowd is. They got the MVP. They was up by about 16 at some point. You can't call it nothing else. But you got to give the credit to the Pacers because you didn't see them do it over and over and over and over again, all playoffs. But that was a pivotal fourth quarter in this whole series. That's going to be a pivotal game in this whole series. Still in game one, there's nothing more. There's nothing. You can't do nothing better than steal game one at somebody's crib when you're the underdog. And I don't really understand why they're so much of an underdog. I'm looking at the game like, all right, I act like I bet on the game because I asked my man, my betting guru at work, and he ain't always right. I gotta tell him that sometimes. But I said, hey, what's up with the line, man? And the line is 9.5. 9.5. I said, who you got with 9.5? He said, oh, I'll still take OKC. I said, hey, I don't know about that. So I'm watching that at the end of the game, thinking, look, man, SGA and these boys, they got it. At least, cover the spread. At least cover the spread. And they did more than that, man. They got the upset, man, for sure. Bum-ass coach had SGA on the bench for damn near the whole fourth quarter. Yeah, I seen a little bit of that. Now tell me what you thought about Pittsburgh Big Dog. Tell me what you thought about the refereeing in this game. Was it a little lopsided to you? I mean, I felt like that kind of watching the game, but I might be wrong. I ain't gonna never lie. I'm not the super expert on basketball fouls because a lot of the things I think be fouls ain't fouls and vice versa, man. So did you see a little lopsided referee play in this game? Let me know that. Also, what was I talking about? Jim Marshall, man. One more time, man. Shout out to Jim Marshall. R.I.P. Jim Marshall. One of the greatest players that ever play. The Purple People Eaters was the motherfucking shit. You see, there's 3 dudes on the sack, on at least in the top 18 sack leaders. And yeah, man. Okay, it was even. I can respect that. They let them play though. You do see you seen what I was talking about in a certain way. It was rough out there. It was rough. There was a lot of, but OKC play good defense, and so do Indiana, man. When they go to block shots, they jump straight up in the air. They don't jump into the man. They get the ball before they get the body. I noticed that about both teams all the way. And that's what I was saying, man. Like, dog, like, why are they such an underdog? They just seem like mirror images to me. They really did. When you watch both teams in the playoffs, they look like mirror images to me. Maybe I'm bugging. I don't know. All right. Once again, R.I.P. to Marshall. And we're going to move on to the big motherfucking news, man. Rod, whatever you want to call him, Aaron Rodgers. He is in Pittsburgh, man. So my question is, man, it is what it is. They done talked about it enough over and over. They say he's coming to town tomorrow. They signed a deal, $20 million for 1 year to Mr. Aaron Rodgers, who said he played for 10. I knew that was fugazi. He's getting $20 million to come play. What are we thinking out there, man? First of all, I want to know what y'all think our win-loss record would be with Aaron Rodgers this year. You know what I'm saying? Give me a record. Is he going to be able to keep Mike Tomlin in that winning record, or is we going to get a playoff win? Oh, that's news to you, huh, North Carolina? Man, the story's finally over. They can finally shut the fuck up. But what if I told you, LAB, it's not over. The story's just begun. Because no matter what, they gonna keep talking about the Steelers, bruh. Now, is Aaron Rodgers gonna fail in his 41-year-old debut with the Steelers? You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna be a failure? Is he gonna go, or can he go out like Tom Brady? He definitely stepped up with this. Who the GOAT? What's up, baby, in the crib? Congrats, Tomlin. Your first losing season coming 2025. A-Rod is a wash. All right, hey, man. I mean, is he better than anybody we got, though? Is it going to be A-Rod's fault? Is it going to be because you was already bashing Tomlin before and feeling like that losing season was coming? You know what I'm saying? So is A-Rod really even any help? I've been saying it for weeks. 90% of Pittsburgh did not want Aaron Rodgers here. For off-the-field reasons and on-the-field reasons. So, and I think the off-the-field reasons outweigh most of it. But it was about 60-40, 70-30 until Rodgers kept playing in her face. And then everybody was like, man, fuck Rodgers. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Get that, you know what I mean? You bullshit. You don't want to play. But he finally stepped up, came in, said I'll be there at minicamp. You know what I'm saying? So that means he'll definitely be there for training camp. So he's trying to get the ball rolling. You got to give him a little bit of credit for that. It is what it is at this point. We see the washed up Ben. Now we see a washed up A-Rod. Be lucky we get 8 dubs. Damn. My man LAB said if they have a suspect season, bye Mike and Aaron. Damn, so they go out together. Now, there's some truth to that. There may be some truth to that if that happens, because they're going to tie Aaron Rodgers to Mike Tomlin, because they've been flirting forever. Mike Tomlin has been clear in saying that Aaron Rodgers is his guy. And he would do anything to get Aaron Rodgers to play for him. So this shit better work, Mike Tomlin, right? Right? Who the GOAT? This shit better work. Because I know you might not like, you know what I'm saying, Tomlin. And you might not like A-Rod, but you still like the Steelers. So at the end of the day, Mike Tomlin, Aaron Rodgers, this shit better work. Because that's what everybody in Pittsburgh's mentality is right now. I guarantee you, this shit better work. If y'all doing some shit that I don't like, this shit better work. Now, I'll tell you who's real mad. I'll tell you who's mad than a motherfucker. And I guarantee y'all can guess who it is. Mason Rudolph mad than a motherfucker. And Pittsburgh Big Dog, you was just talking about when you watched Washed Up Big Ben. He's the one that Mason Rudolph was mad at first, because he had to ride the oak while Big Ben's washed up ass was doing his senior citizen years here in Pittsburgh and holding them Steelers hostage. So he lost out there. Then as soon as Big Ben gets up out of here, They go get Kenny Pickett, make him sit behind Kenny Pickett, a rookie. Then, after that, he actually gets in the game, does a good job, and what do they do the very next offseason? They'll go get 2 quarterbacks in Justin Fields and Russell Wilson and ship his ass out of town. Disrespected. Now, in this offseason, they say, hey, look here, man, let's show you some love, bring you back. Let's hit the reset button, man. We love you, man. Let's do what we do. And he come back and he grow his mustache. One thing I know about a white boy that grows his mustache or his beard, it's go time. Tell me I'm wrong. You see a white guy grow his police mustache on any sport or his big ass hockey beard, it's go time. He's in mode. And guess what? Aaron Rodgers came and snatched the life out of that shit. It's a wrap. All you Will Howard fans, forget about it. Ain't happening this year. No matter what, Rodgers is going to be in there every game. Pittsburgh Big Dog says, damn shame, pick washed A-Rod over Shador. Truth, man. And Shador's out there lighting shit up. At least that's what they say. And that's one of my questions for today, man. Is that all that Shador shit that we seeing on Facebook and social media? It's all over the place. Is it cap? Because I ain't seen a Cam Ward touchdown yet. And you ain't going to tell me Cam Ward ain't threw a touchdown in OTAs or nothing yet. You ain't going to tell me that. But why ain't we seen it? Why ain't we seen it? But Shador is the most hyped player in the NFL right now. Who to go? Last year, A-Rod got his head coach and the OC fired at the Jets. It's Thomas and Smith next. Everybody wants Smith gone already now. Let's say, what you think? It's probably about 60-40 people already want Tomlin out the door from all the playoff losses already. Tomlin got about 40% of the fan base that probably really wants him here. I'm part of that 40 though. I ain't gonna front. But I ain't mad at the other 60 either. I see it. I definitely see it. But yeah, A-Rod about to get somebody else fired on the way out the motherfucking door. He got McCarthy fired, didn't he? Pretty much. Back in Green Bay. LaFleur came in and shit. Should have got him fired, but they said, nah, A-Rod, go ahead. Because A-Rod been losing playoff games for a year too, so they a match made in heaven at this point. Shit better work, Tomlin. Shit better work, A-Rod. You know what I'm saying? But my boy Mason Rudolph pissed, man. He done grew that mustache for motherfucking nothing. All right? That's fucked up, man. We're moving on and staying with the Steelers. Gabe Davis came to town today, man. What y'all think about Gabe Davis, man? One thing I do know about Gabe Davis, he played some big games in Buffalo and had some big playoff games. But when you consider Gabe Davis coming here to us from Pittsburgh this year, you got to look at his last season, man. He only had 20 receptions last year and was banged up big time for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now the Jacksonville Jaguars cut him, and they owe him money. So whatever team he go to, the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to be splitting the bill just like they did with Russell Wilson last year. We only paid Russell Wilson $1 million, and we only going to have to pay Gabe Davis $1 million. So financially, he's definitely worth it. But he's coming off a shoulder injury where they said he missed a week for. And he's coming off a meniscus tear that he missed like 7 weeks or something like that. That led to the only 20 receptions. So I don't know if y'all want an injury-prone cat out there. He ain't like a speed guy. So, you know, knee injuries and stuff like that might not affect him too much. But, I mean, I ain't going to say he ain't a speed guy because he is a deep ball threat. I don't know, man. I don't know. But what I do know is they cut him and they owed him money. So what don't they like about Gabe Davis that much? What is it about Gabe Davis that's that motherfucking bad that you cut him and you owe him money? In the chat, LAB, my man says Sanders about to ball out like a rookie. No, like a rookie Curry. Okay, like Steph Curry did as a rookie. Hey, I can see it if they let him. Cleveland is already hating on him, picking him so late. Cleveland should have picked him early in the draft. They didn't do that. They also ain't let him get no reps with the first stringers yet. No reps with the first stringers yet. So low key, they down there holding him back, but he just keep balling out. They keep putting it on the field, but is it all cap, man? Is he doing better than anybody else? Because they ain't showing nobody else. Ain't nobody else getting no love, so, you know, it's hard to tell. But yeah, so Gabe Davis came to town, left without signing a contract. Tell me what y'all think, man. Do we need a Gabe Davis? We definitely need a number 2 receiver. Y'all got to agree with me on that. You got to agree with me on that. We need somebody. Would you rather have the Amari Coopers or Amari Cooper's only 30 years old. Is that too old? I mean, I don't know, man. When I say this, don't think I'm trying to compare, but Jerry Rice played to like 40, 41. So if you in shape, it ain't impossible. And we only need a good 45, 50 receptions out of Amari Cooper. I would rather have Amari Cooper. I just see him as a better route runner. He ain't the deep threat that Gabe Davis was, because he didn't really show it last year. But we'll see, man. Gabe Davis definitely didn't sign that contract today. I think the Steelers got health concerns. I think they brought him in because if push come to shove, I think they will grab him. But it might be a little while before we see what we got at receiver number 2. They might go to camp, might talk to Aaron Rodgers and see what he really wants. They fuck around and talk to Aaron Rodgers. We're going to have one of his goddamn boys at receiver. What's his name? The one that played for the Jets. Shit, both of them played for the Jets. Come on, y'all, help me out. Gabe Davis is a walking injury. Leave him alone. I agree. I mean, it was only 1 year, but still, though. Yeah, two injuries in the same year. Shoulder and a knee. Meniscus. I don't know. Why not go Amari Cooper, you ask me? And I know what it is, though. It's the $1 million you got to pay, that you only got to pay Gabe Davis. Steelers want to be cheap. What's the usual? You already know the Steelers is usually cheap. So if they can get away with running the cheap route, they might go there. They really might go there. All right, man. Up next, y'all hear about your boy right here? Where he at? There you go. Your boy Curl, done with Madden. Y'all heard that? His name is Cam Curl, safety for the Los Angeles Rams last year, coming into the season. He says he don't like Madden no more. Hold on, let me get it right. He says he ain't fucking with Madden no more. No more playing Madden for him, okay? And let me tell you the silliest ass reason, bro. No more Madden for Cam, because he's saying that on the promo, on the video of the promo, they got Saquon Barkley breaking him down in an open field. It's like, man, disrespecting me. They got me on the promo, on the commercial, getting shook by Barkley. But I read up on it, and they basically saying they took the exact run that they seen in real life and just redid it on Madden. So you got shook in real life, bro. What the fuck is you talking about? So you don't want to play in the league no more because you got shook in real life? Saquon Barkley ran all over y'all boys. And you done with Madden? And he wasn't joking. You can tell when you read it, the boy wasn't joking. So Curl, he done with Madden because he can't tackle Saquon Barkley. And, you know, let me check out his man rating. What was his man rating? NFL 25. Cam Curl is an overall 82, which ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, cats be in their feelings, though. Y'all know cats be in their feelings these days. About they Madden rating, right? So 82, they be in their feelings about that shit. A-Rod about to force them to trade Lazard. Yeah, that's his name. I couldn't think of him. Lazard and then the other cat that's still around. What's the smaller dude? Who, the GOAT? He played for them too. For the Green Bay. Damn. Told y'all the other day, I'm bad with names, man. I know who talk about, but yeah, A-Rod gonna force him. I don't want no damn Lazard. I'm cool off Lazard. What you think? Oh, who the GOAT? You feeling Lazard or get that shit out of here? Anyway, Curl don't want to play motherfucking Madden no more. I don't think Madden give a fuck. that you don't want to play no more because you got shook by Saquon Barkley on the commercial. Nobody cares. Your overall's at 82. You know what I'm saying? They gave him respect, though. His speed's at 89, and he's a safety. That's good speed. 90 is celebration. 83 agility. Tackle. 76. Yeah, that's where they got you slipping, dog. Tackles a 76, bro. You not tackling Saquon, man. Just let it go, fam. Let it go, dog. Yeah, but that's something I seen. I had to trip on. Something else I seen we had to trip on, man. I know y'all heard this news here in Pittsburgh, man. Your boy right here, Beanie Bishop, who played well at corner, especially against Aaron Rodgers. Didn't he have 2 picks that game against Aaron Rodgers? I think he sealed the deal in that game last year, man. So he stepped up and played a good game at nickel. And then the Steelers just forgot about him about that. That's one of the reasons, like, people want to fire Mike Tomlin. You got a guy that had a game like that, and then all of a sudden he disappeared. We didn't understand that last year. But yeah, man, he goes. First of all, we all know that Pitt and the Pittsburgh Steelers share the logo. I mean, not the logo. They share the facilities over on the south side, right? So this dude, Beanie, he went to West Virginia. He goes over there with his cleats on, and you ain't supposed to step on the logo in the center of the gym, whatever it is. You ain't supposed to step on the logo. A lot of schools do that. We didn't have that in high school at Peabody. We didn't have no logo. We never did that, but I remember one at another school that had it, right? So anyway, he goes, steps on the motherfucking logo, takes a picture of it, and hits him with the emoji sign, basically saying, y'all ain't shit, disrespecting they shit. Who is this cat? He won't be missed. He's trash. True story. And I know you talk about your boy Cam Curl. He's the dude that got shook in the motherfucking playoff game. That's who he is. And now he made himself look even worse because nobody was even thinking about you, dude. We was watching Saquon Barkley when you seen the commercial. We wasn't thinking about who you was. You put it on blast. But anyway, back to Beanie Bishop, man. This was just... Was this ignorant or not, man? I hear a lot of people saying this was like crazy ignorant. For him to step on the Pitt logo. And it's not ignorant for him to step on the Pitt logo. It's only ignorant because he works for you. First of all, you ain't in college no more, bro. You play for the Steelers. Y'all share a facility. There's respect between both organizations, the college and the NFL team and the Steelers. There's respect. And you put this on social media and make the Steelers look bad. No on Lazard. I feel you on who to go. Hell no on Lazard. We with that. We with it on that. We together on that. But yeah, you disrespecting the people y'all share the building with. Even though you from West Virginia, you thought you was gonna pull a stunt. But everybody's calling you major disrespectful, bro. And now you trying to make the team. How do you know people ain't sensitive and you out the door because of something like this? So, he tried to play a little joke. It really didn't go right. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't classy. That's what they said. And, the Steelers, they say, the Roonies, they get real tight with Pitt, man. And they love Pitt. They love sharing the facility with them. And one of their players wouldn't shit on a Pitt logo, which ain't cool. That's like, all right, look here, man. I went to Peabody, right? In the Burg. Our rivals, Westinghouse. Pittsburgh Big Dog, I know you know what I'm talking about, right? Westinghouse got the logo in there. You ain't supposed to step on, right? Now, that's like, and I played for Peabody. That's like I get a job after I graduate high school as a security guard at Westinghouse. And I just want to go up in the Westinghouse, step on it with my dirty shoes, take a picture and talk that shit. Bro, what the fuck is you doing? I would never do that shit because that's an asshole move. And that's just, you ain't in high school no more, goofy. And you ain't in college no more. So yeah, that's that on that, man. I ain't know if y'all missed that, caught that, but that was kind of like some big local news around here. And I definitely thought it was wild how he thought it was cool. But turned out to backfire on him, you know what I'm saying? But I'm sure the West Virginia people love it. They love starting shit. It is what it is. All right, what time? 34 minutes in. Who the GOAT says Tomlin had a love featuring with bum-ass Cam Sutton. Yeah, that's what it was. You right. You right. Josh, who the GOAT? You know about the young rookie from Iowa though? That I really was out there in Iowa looking like the boy, the safety from Philadelphia that played for Iowa too. What's his name? Cooper DeJean. Looking just like Cooper DeJean. We can slide him in the slot, get rid of this damn Beanie Bishop, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I don't know why Mike Tomlin was in love with Cam Sutton. He was definitely trash. All right, but yo, we're going to go to halftime. And look, when we come back from halftime, man, I got a lot more NFL stuff for you, man. I'm going to go through what I really want to see out of this season. I got about 7 things that I'm really interested in seeing out of this season. Y'all let me know if y'all agree with me or not. But, hey, it's halftime, man. I'm going to hit y'all with the halftime, and we'll be right back. Ow, hit the like button, baby. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. It ain't over yet. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. It ain't over yet. It ain't over till it's over. Pull back, run you over. It's the halftime show. We need a turnover. Pick 6. It's your boy Filthy Rich. Turn me up in this bitch. Hit the like button. That's the right button. Call in to the show if you know something, but you probably know nothing. Not my fault that you're playing for the wrong team, wrong scheme. Strike you out like Paul schemes. It was all a dream. You never gon' win a thing. Nah. Yeah, you know what it is. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. It ain't over yet. Ow, yeah. It ain't over yet. Yeah. It's halftime. Yeah. It's halftime. I'll be right back. Ow. Once again, man, it's your host, Filthy Rich, man, calling to the show. We live, 412-407-274. Talk yo sports. Talk yo shit, man. I appreciate y'all in the chat tonight. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Hold up with that Cooper DeJean comparison. Hey, man, I'm just saying, bro. He played at Iowa. Don't dog me out, Pittsburgh, big dog. Just that quick. I feel you on that. I mean, Cooper DeJean was good, but I mean, he was on a good team too now, so we can't give him too much credit like he's the man either. But what's his name? Sebastian, what's the damn the undrafted free agent? Don't worry, I'm gonna get it for you, bro. I'm telling you, I'm bad with names, but that boy's nice at safety / corner, whatever they want to call it. But they got like a hybrid corner safety going on in Iowa. I mean, he's just playing the same position, and he played it like him. He ain't the punt returner Cooper DeJean was. Not saying that, but he was the tackler. And I seen him get a couple picks looking like Cooper DeJean. Bro, he's not fucking playing. He's not playing. Hold up. Let me look his name up, because I hate not knowing somebody's name. That shit gets some nerves. Hold on. Hold up. Sebastian, I had it right. Sebastian Castro. Yup, he was number 29, bro. Don't go watch the tape. Pittsburgh big dog. Go watch the tape. Sebastian Castro. And then you come back on the show and let me know if I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got to prove it, but I'm just seeing glimpses. And he's a prospect. I bet you he make the team. I bet you he makes the team. All right, man, let's get into it. First of all, did you hear Lamar Jackson turning down Elon Musk? Y'all hear about that? Lamar Jackson turned down $270 million offer from billionaire Elon Musk. Did you know that? Delivered during a high-profile charity event, Jackson's bold response, keep it and spend it on something that actually helps people, left the audience speechless and ignited a firestorm of reactions online. What drove Jackson to turn down such a life-changing sum? How will this defiant stance shape his legacy? Now, I fact-checked this a little bit, and I've seen it a couple places, man. This is USA Today. So, you know, hey, I don't know where him and Elon Musk was at the same time, but that's what they said. In the stunning turn of events sent shockwaves through the sports and business world. Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson made headlines for dramatically rejecting a $270 million offer from tech mogul Elon Musk. Keep it and spend it on something that actually helps people. So, you know, ain't nobody turning down no good money. So at the end of the day, what it sounded like to me was like Lamar Jackson just ain't want Elon Musk money. You know what I mean? He just ain't want Elon Musk money. And I ain't mad at him. I am not an Elon Musk fan at all. Because Elon Musk will definitely try to buy your ass. And your boy Lamar was not with that shit. So as much as I hate the motherfucking Ravens, the dirty ass birds, shout out to Lamar for turning down $270 million for the cause, man. And Lamar Jackson be in the community. He be doing his thing. He would have used the money to donate. He ain't want to use his motherfucking money. Because what's coming back? What's coming back? Alright. And who else turned down some money? Derek Carr is talking about turning down money too. He turned down $30 million. Now, this money right here, I might have motherfucking took. Alright, so in a minute, I'm going to get into, like I said, my NFL situations I'm most interested in. But Derek Carr explains why he turned down $30 million in guaranteed money to the Saints to opt for retirement. Derek Carr was due $30 million, but he turned it down while walking away from more money that vast majority of people will see over the course of their lifetimes. Carr explained that his decision in an interview, he simply didn't feel good about taking it in a season where he was going to be sidelined by shoulder surgery. So yeah, man, hey, I guess shout out to Derek Carr for, you know, being honest. Being honest and saying like, yeah, I don't want to steal y'all money. 30 mil though, it ain't really stealing if they want you. I guess he had some type of guarantee in his contract or whatever, and he retired and he annuls it. But so I guess it was honest. It is what it is. I wouldn't do that. All right, man. NFL situations I'm most interested in. All right, and these ain't in no certain order, but maybe I'll put them in order. How many I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, fuck it. The top 8 reasons I want to watch football this year. All right. Of course, the Steelers is number 1, but we ain't. You know what we talking about. All right. So, my boy Devontae Adams to the Rams. You seen Devontae Adams in his Rams uniform yet? Even without those shoulder pads on, the motherfucker looks sweet. He look like he's ready to motherfucker go. Now, I can't believe they let McVay get Devontae Adams. I don't think y'all understand what that means. They let Cooper Kupp go because they had to. I wish they could have kept them both, but he done raised up Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua done gave up his number and gave it to Devontae Adams, so he ready to go. He's all bought in. And Puka's that dude. Then they got like a nice little tight end in the draft. They keep a few nice things. You know what the Rams going to do. The Rams going to move the motherfucking ball, all right? Now they got Devontae Adams. Let's get it. I got to see that. I got to see that. So like I said, this is my NFL situations I'm most interested in seeing this year. Early edition, though. You know what I'm saying? I'll come up with another one later. But Devontae Adams for the Rams. Can the Rams get another one? Cooper Kupp got his. He was almost MVP that year. One thing about McVay, he'll line your ass up. He going to put you in position to make plays. No matter who you are, how good of a player. Come on, man. He had Robert Woods and them, Jared Goff and them, Cooper Kupp. They been getting busy since he got there. He done went to the Super Bowl, 2 Super Bowls, won 1. So he done already did what Mike Tomlin did. So all you got to do is catch him a little bit of fire on defense like he had when Aaron Donald was there. When he catch him some fire on defense, he going to catch it. He going to catch it. All right, up next, for in this NFL situations I'm most interested in seeing is Geno Smith and the Raiders. I'm excited. Why do I like the Raiders? I got a little bit of history, you know what I'm saying? Some semi-pro football playing for the Raiders, so I kind of took them on. I know they still are rivals, but you know what I mean. We had them same uniforms, so yeah, I like the Raiders a little bit. I like the Raiders because also of the way they play the game. Sometimes your rivals, y'all play alike, and that's why y'all don't like each other. So yeah, I like the Raiders. I like what they doing right now. I like how they went and got Geno Smith. I like how they got Genty. I even like the little Chip, even though Chip Kelly's suspect as a personality. They got Chip Kelly. Then they go and get their head coach. Damn. What's fucking his name up? But anyway, Pete Carroll. So yeah. The Raiders, they got the rookie of the year last year in Brock Bowers at tight end. So the reason I'm interested about Geno Smith was because I feel like he got some pieces around. LAB, I want to see Ashton Genty with Geno. Hell yeah, I want to see that. And I talked about that the other day when I was talking about Genty going for Rookie of the Year and how he's going to help Geno and how he's going to get the ball because they want him to help Geno. So he's going to get plenty of chances to be a Rookie of the Year. And Geno Smith is going to get plenty of chances if Ashton Genty shows up to throw the ball downfield. It works both ways. So this is why I'm excited. All the pieces around Geno Smith, along with Tom Brady in the building. Let's see if Tom Brady can be as good after football as he was in football. Unlike Mr. North Carolina, LAB, Michael Jordan's bum ass in management. He's horrible. His GM skills are horrible. Plus Myers, the tight end Myers, yep. Plus Myers at tight end. Michael Myers, I think that's his name. Then they really need to kind of get a receiver to step up. They went and got Jack Beck, though. And that's why I talked about him maybe being Rookie of the Year. There's a lot of candidates for that. Y'all go back to my last show on Tuesday, man. It was all Rookie of the Year type shit. All right, so yeah, Geno Smith and the Raiders, man. All right, my number 3 on the list. I didn't really put this in order, but it is what it is. It sounds good no matter what. Number 3 on the list, Travis Hunter with the Jaguars. All right? So Travis Hunter with the Jaguars is number 3 on my list because it's Travis Hunter. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He done married his boo. He love her. Let's focus back on football. I done handled that. You know what I'm saying? I got my $42 million. They started me out on offense, but I done already played defense. You done seen me get that pick at practice the other day. Jumped up in the air, caught the little juggling, boop, boop, boop. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Ain't nobody got better ball skills than Travis Hunter. Nah, dog, not when the ball's up in the air or over there. Nah, dog, Travis Hunter is getting that thing. No matter if you want to call him skinny, You want to call it too small. You want to say he can't play both sides of the ball. One thing I know, if you throw the ball to Travis Hunter, he's going to get his hands on it. Now, can the DB break it up if they on his ass? Of course, but he's going to get his hands on the ball if you throw it in his vicinity, bro. You already seen that in college. There's nothing that the pros can do to change that. There's nothing. Nobody's that good to change how good he is at something. It's not going to happen. So that's an intangible that you know is going to be there for him. But I'm excited because it seems like they really bought into this, him playing both sides of the ball. So you got to be excited about seeing that this season. I mean, that should really be almost like, that could be number one. That's why it's kind of number 3 on my list, for real, for real. But only because he's a rookie, it kind of dropped down. All right, up next at number 4, Deebo Samuels with the Commanders. All right, who the GOAT? Travis Simp. Son, already took an L. Got 304, taking all his money within 3 years, and he getting exposed as a DB. Ooh, shit. Hold up. I gotta read that again. Travis Simpson. Now Travis Simpson, yo, and he looked like a Simpson. That's fucked up. Hey, yo, who the GOAT? You dumb as hell. Travis Simpson already took an L. The 304, taking all his money within 3 years. And he getting exposed as a DB. Now, I feel you on that. Like, look, I told everybody from the very beginning, if Travis Hunter, if you gonna force him to play one position, dog, go play receiver. Make receiver no matter, even if you want to play 2 positions. Make receiver your primary position just because you will get embarrassed less. Look, you got Deion Sanders' skill talent. I believe you do. I believe you jump the ball even more than Deion Sanders ever could, ability-wise. I mean, I just think you're a little twitchier than Deion was, you know what I'm saying, in the DB game. But there's never going to be a Deion Sanders again, bro. You're playing in a time to where the wide receivers are too good. They're too good. The dudes in college is too good. We seen you get burnt up in college. Not too bad, but when you had a bad day, you had a bad day. And your life don't live long as a DB, man. You got one hot stretch to get paid, and that's it. I was just talking about Amari Cooper only being 30 and being able to get some cheese, and maybe if he's in shape, keep going. But 30 as a DB, you starting to fall off, bro. So it's like, don't bank on being a DB if you can play receiver. Most DBs would be running backs or receivers if they could do what you could do. But they can't. But they can't. So that's why, Travis Hunter, you need to play wide receiver, bro. I agree with you, who to go. He can get exposed at DB for sure. Don't do that. But Travis Simpson, that's funny as fuck. I think the Panthers could have the best wide receiver core this year. Hey, LAB. That's my man Orwit in the chat. Hey, if you watched the show the other day on Tuesday, I said it. My favorite guy, my number 1 pick, my selection, early selection. I'm allowed to change my mind. We got a lot of time left. I think we still got over 90 days, maybe probably about 91 days. I'm just guessing till football season, right? But I think your boy, Ted McMillan, which he don't like to be called. We argued about that already. He wants to be called T-Mac. Like I told you, I think he's going to be Rookie of the Year because of the situation he's in. So I agree with you on that. Who the GOAT says playing both sides going to shorten his career. It could. I wouldn't do it forever. I'd do it for a good 2-3 years to get my name out there to be the most popular player in the NFL and get that second contract. But see, if they pay you that second contract, they're going to expect you to be that guy still. But he can't sustain that, man. You got to pick one side. You can't go past 6 years playing both sides of the ball, and you're still going to have to play one side sparingly. And to me, it's the league's about offense. You get your money on offense. You get your commercials on offense. Don't nobody want to pay a DB No money for no commercial. Touchdowns make money, man. Dancing in the end zone after you score a touchdown makes money. So go play DB. Go make money because you're going to need it, dog. Who the GOAT? You just said that 304. Taking all his money. So you better go get as much cheese as you can get, bruh. Get as much cheese as you can get. Joe Horn Jr., don't sleep. Ain't nobody sleeping on Joe Horn Jr. I agree, sir. That's LAB again in the chat. Joe Horn Jr., don't sleep. At all. And he's going to be like the fourth dude catching the ball. T. McMillan run terrible routes. He's just a physical nightmare. I'm more excited about Jimmy Horn. I mean, yeah. But is he going to get as many receptions, though? I mean, one is the first round pick. That's the only thing I'm saying about that. Who to go? I'm feeling Jimmy Horn, though, for sure. Let's see what Jimmy Horn can turn into. Because he's getting busy. Let's check his stats out. Let's check his... Let's go. Let me see. What happened? Okay. Yeah. 5'9", 160. He quick as shit, though. Okay, so first year at Colorado, 58 receptions. And last year, as a senior, only had 37. And see, that's what I'm saying, man. He played 12 games the first year and 11 games the next year. Even at Colorado, they didn't get, like, rookie of the year, production out of him. Now, but you will get a lot of first downs out of that cat, though, and that's what's going to keep moving the ball. But T-Mac is that cat that's going to score, 8, 9, 10 touchdowns because he's going to be a threat in the red zone. Because he's big. Like you said, he's a physical nightmare, and that's what he's banking on. But, dog, like, he keep catching that Randy Moss comeback on you and then hit you with that out and up, that stop and go. You toasted. And he's stretching on you. And he's going to catch that shit over your head, dog. So he put up them numbers in college. Ain't no fluke. And everybody, you can't talk shit on the Big 12 forever. If you're going to promote Jimmy Horn in the Big 12, you got to promote T-Mac out there. You got to. Played at Arizona, right? Yeah. Coker's that cat from last year, LAB. I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that. All right, what was I on? Number 5, I said I didn't even get into that. Debo Samuels to the Commanders. So, okay, Commanders was a good team last year. And you can't hate on a rookie quarterback that just won the Heisman. Heisman dudes is usually busted. He coming to the league. We all know who I'm talking about. Jaden Daniels comes into the league and busts shit up. Brings a trash team to the NFC Championship game. You know what I'm saying? And then they add Debo to that. You ain't going to tell me that ain't one of the biggest stories in the NFL, and that's must watch to see how this go down, because there's so many tricks and treats you could do with Debo that just adds to the confusion of that offense, man. And Jaden Daniels is the man. Your boy, the coach, the one that used to coach for Arizona and got fired. He been coach, I think he coached Patrick Mahomes in college. He know what he doing, but he needs that player. And Jaden Daniels is that player that makes it work. My Bible said, can Bryce Young improve this year? Hey, as to me, Pittsburgh Big Dog, he improved already last year, man. They need to just keep the train rolling that they had. You know what I'm saying? Now that they got Chuba Hubbard back. He ran for what, like 1,500 yards last year? He was third in rushing last year behind Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley. So they got him. That's going to free it up for Bryce Young. And now he got T-Mac, Jimmy Horn, and don't forget about Leggett. Thielen's still there. Coker's there. Hey, don't sleep on the Carolina Panthers. Matter of fact, I'm putting these motherfuckers on this list. I don't know why I didn't have, because I don't. Now I'm up to 9. I'm watching the Carolina Panthers this year. Why not? And in Carolina, the defense is always there, man. Like most people don't pay attention to Carolina, but Carolina been playing defense for years. For years. They're never trash on defense. They got one of the best corners in the league. They always got a decent pass rush. I swear they were slipping up last year in the pass rush, but they handled that in the draft, and they stay with the linebackers. They usually find a safety that's going to hit hard and make tackles. If Carolina can move the ball like they did last year, they're definitely intriguing. All right. Whoa, Pittsburgh Big Dog says Debo is done. He stay injured nowadays. They should have gotten him a younger wide receiver. Now, here's where I'm going to debate you on that. I do feel you on that. But I think him coming to this team that got weapons, they got a number one receiver already. He don't got to be the number one receiver. He could be a / number 2 receiver along with a couple other guys that they got. They got good tight ends. They don't got to force feed him the ball so they can sneak him in the game, still at running back again. Still, I think they understand he's old, but they understand we paying this dude money for the playoffs, dog. Fuck the regular season. We can win with the same team we had last year in the regular season. We're going to take it light on Debo, and when we need him, we're going to use him. He's going to be fresh, and he's going to be a beast. So that's how I would play it. Now that's why I want to watch it so bad, because I want to see how they're going to play it. Because if they play it like the opposite of what I'm saying, you're going to be right. Debo's going to be done. He's going to be hurt again, and they're going to fuck the whole shit up. Washington better get Scary Terry Mack a new contract. Yeah, Scary Terry's that guy. My cat added ETN. Yeah, true story, LAB. And the Panthers got better talent, but still will be under 500. Ooh. You got a Panther hater. $100 million horn from LAB. And 49ers sent Washington some damaged goods. We shall see. We shall see. I will remember these comments right here, sir. I will remember these comments right here. But I do feel you, though. You definitely could be right. We shall see, because your boy gets hurt. I just think they utilize him too much. You gotta bring it down a little bit. You gotta bring it down a notch. Panthers under 500. In that division though, who to go? That's a bad. I only got is Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, the Saints, and New Orleans. Carolina was bad last year though. We shall see if they can level up. LAB, I'm going to ask you the question right now. Yo, your Carolina Panthers, they making the playoffs? Or they making the playoffs? All right, up next, man. I'm going to move one in front of the other. Look, what else? This is number 6. Yeah, the 6th thing I want to see is Pickens and the Cowboys. That's what I wanted to see. Young crash out going to the Cowboys. Cowboys like they crash outs, though. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how it's going to work, man. I do. I think George Pickens is very talented. I think we all feel like we wish he wouldn't have been that much of a crash out and we could have kept him around for the talent, because I think we all got to agree he easily got some of the best hands, if not the best hands in the league. NFC South is sorry, true. Oh, yeah, the Falcons. How I forget about the Falcons. Yeah. So, yeah. Carolina can definitely handle that in there. All you got to do is win the division. Tampa Bay solid, though. Tampa Bay solid. I think they're going to be better this year. They're sleeping on my man Baker Mayfield. But anyway, back to Pickens and the Cowboys. Yeah, I'm just intrigued. You got to be intrigued. I mean, just because of the disconnect from, we know we traded for him, so everybody in Pittsburgh is going to be watching to see what George do. He's definitely going to be on a mission. He's going to be on a revenge tour no matter what. You ain't really got to turn his money. You ain't got to put no batteries in his back at all. That motherfucker got a recharger. He got one of them joints that you carry with you. You know what I'm saying? That, his battery's charged at all times. No, LAB. No, but not under 500. All right, give me a record. What you think? I mean, that's early, but yeah. What you think? All right, but yeah, intrigued by Pickens. Up next with the Eagles for the repeat. I'm interested in that too. Because, usually teams get torn apart, man. I was talking about the Detroit Lions the other day and how they got, tore up like they won a Super Bowl. Usually, when your coaching staff get dismantled and your players, all get picked apart on your team through free agency, usually you won a Super Bowl. So they go through and snatch all the coaches and all that. But that didn't happen to Detroit. But I'm talking about the Eagles repeat, and that didn't happen to the Eagles either. So the Eagles, they lost a few players, about 8 players, but still, they kept all their coaching and staff. Their key players are still there, especially on offense. And their offensive line, they were already known for the best offensive line for the past damn 3-4 years. Now they won a Super Bowl, and all of them's coming back. So yeah, man, they young, they strong, and they ready for the repeat. So I'm definitely intrigued on one of that. Max wins for Carolina, 7 wins. I like to see Carolina's schedule too, huh? 7 wins. That's low, man. That's slow. I don't know. They get off to a good start. Let's see what they got. At least the first 2 games. Hold on. Alright, let's see what it is. That's what I do remember that. What's this preseason? Okay. Yeah, week 1, they got the Jacksonville. Y'all get to see Travis Hunter first. I do remember that. Then y'all got Arizona. Then they got the Falcons. Then they got New England. Then they got Miami. Dog, come on, man. They can get off to a good start. They got the Jacksonville Jaguars, Arizona Cardinals, Atlanta Falcons, New England Patriots, and Miami Dolphins to set it off. Then they got the Cowboys in week 6. Then the Jets. And they don't play a tough playoff team until the Buffalo Bills. Bruh. Telling you. It's lined up. I think Carolina get more than 7 wins. Who to go says Eagles still loaded. Fuck yeah. Damn, I'm shaking the whole joint. Eagles still loaded. Facts. So I don't think nobody would be surprised if the Eagles repeat. But somebody need to step up and stop the boys because I can't stand the fucking Eagles. Come on, NFC. Somebody help us out. Washington done built their little squad up. We done talked about that. The Rams. Somebody need to handle that. That's all that is. All right, my next up. What is this? Number 7. Sam Darnold and Cooper Kupp in Seattle. Nobody's thinking about that, right? Yes, the first game. Brother verse. What does that mean? Brothers verse. Who's the other brother? You talking about Jimmy Horn, wide receiver. Yeah, I can feel you on that. So Sam Darnold and Cooper Kupp in Seattle. Seattle just hit the reset button, but this is one of the best reset buttons I've seen in a while. I mean, if Sam Darnold ain't a product of, the Minnesota thing, you know what I'm saying? Is the Minnesota just good at lining up quarterbacks and putting them in position? Is he going to be the same Sam Darnold out in Seattle? And what was wrong with Cooper Kupp that they didn't want him? He's lined up with Cooper Kupp. Let's see what Seattle can do out there. And ain't not the best division in the world, right? Not the best division in the world. Let me see. So, anyway. My bad. Sam Darnold and Cooper Kupp in Seattle. I'm excited to see that. They got rid of DK Metcalf. They starting a new regime. They also got Jalen Milroe out there. I'm excited to see what's the plan. And the reason I'm excited is because I don't understand why the fuck you get Jalen Milroe and you already got Sam Darnold. I don't get it. You paid the man $30 million, then you pick Jalen Milroe real high. I did hear a rumor where they supposed to be able to, they're going to have some plays for him, and heard a little running back. I think that's what I heard. So we'll see. All right, number 8 on my list, Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel and the new Patriots. And, you know, this ain't the biggest thing to watch, but I'm just ready to see, you know, what the Patriots going to do with this new, you know, Stephon Diggs coming to town. They got my boy Travion Henderson out of the draft from Ohio State. They got already have Ramondre Stevenson. And Mike Vrabel is the key, though. Is he a good coach or not? That's what makes me want to see this. Now, he was okay in Tennessee, but I think he rode the coattail of Derrick Henry. Tell me if you agree or not. But he rode the coattail of Derrick Henry. So, was it him or Derrick Henry that had Tennessee kind of making the playoffs? And what? They made an AFC Championship game against the Chiefs and good. You know, they had some days, but could never push him over the edge, even though he had the Hall of Famer Derrick Henry. Now, he don't got a Derrick Henry. He's back in his, you know, where he made his name for the Patriots, so he should have some pride. Let's see what he can do. Sam Darnold is trash, who the GOAT said. He will revert back to being a sorry QB, and that's what I'm saying. That's what made me want to watch, because Kevin O'Connell, everybody that come out there to Minnesota, the backup come in, he light the shit up. You know what I'm saying? He kicked Sam Darnold out quick because he know I could probably do this shit with J.J. McCarthy too. He did this shit with Geno Smith. He done revived Geno Smith's career. Shit, we got to see what Geno Smith can do without Kevin O'Connell. No, not Kevin. He was in Seattle. Anyway, I'm tripping. But not Geno Smith. Who was it before that? It was Kirk Cousins. Yeah, he got Kirk Cousins paid. A coach rides their best player. Good decision. Put stars in position. Yeah. Good decision. Put stars in position. Yeah. Coach rides their best player. And you should. Because that's what it's all about. The players. At the end of the day, it's about the players. All right. But yeah, Mike Vrabel. We shall see. Stephon Diggs back in camp. He should be an asset. Drake May. I believe in Drake May. Anybody else believe in Drake May? Probably not. But I just got this little, I like the Drake May in college, so I'm still holding on. We shall see. But yeah, that's it, man. That's the show tonight, man. I appreciate y'all showing up. You already know what it is. It's the Underground. We live all the time, man. And I can't wait till football season, because you know how we going to do it, man. We're going 2 hours before the game, and we're going to talk about what's about to happen, and then we're going to react to it after that. You know what I'm saying? And that's when we really going to turn up, man. But so, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate y'all showing up and hanging out with me. Yo, it's your boy, Filthy Rich. We out of here. Wow. It's the Underground.
Yeah, it's the Underground. It's the Underground. It's the Underground. It's the Underground. You better pass. You better run. And that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the Underground. It's the Underground. Yeah, it's the Underground. It's the Underground. You better pass. You better run. And that's your ass. Boy, you done. Move the sticks. First down. You better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the Underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it. 4th down, couldn't reach it, man. Your squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the music. Flip a coin, you still lost. Pay the cost to beat the balls. Turn your motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. 4th down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the Underground, it's the Underground, it's the Underground, yeah, it's the Underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the Underground, it's the Underground, yeah, it's the Underground, it's the Underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done.
Listening to a Robin Banks production. Productions, baby.